Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. So today's video is going to be a little bit different from what you're used to seeing. In this video I am going to share with you my Bible study space. So I am a woman of faith, I am Christian, and it's very important to me to pray, to read the Bible, to spend quality time with God. So one of the things that I do is to carve out time in my day. Usually I prefer to do that first thing in the morning, just to make sure that nothing else then gets in the way. Failing that, I will find some time in the day as the day goes. I mean, we do get busy, life happens. So if I can't find time to actually sit down and do a study, I might just pray as I go about my day, whatever I'm doing. I could be driving, I could be walking, even when I'm exercising. I can use that time to either be in worship, listen to Christian songs, or listen to sermons, and then I can then follow that up with a sit-down study afterwards. But when I'm here at home, I have created a space for myself that I'm able to just go and hide out and, just make it quite specific for that, so I can sit down and, do what I need to do. So I'm going to show you the tools that I use and what my space kind of looks like. So hopefully this helps somebody who is maybe trying to find something similar, or maybe you might be able to get, a tip or two about, what you can do to help yourself to find quiet time, quality time in the Word. So this is the space that I use for my Bible study for the main part. So I have chosen this corner of the room because it's just appropriate. I love the desk space because the desk allows me to be able to sit on this chair, and I can sit at the desk and spread my books across the table and do what I need to do. So I am not restricted in terms of space. So this desk is obviously multi-use, so I can use it for other things. I can sit here and do my makeup. I can sit here and, film my YouTube videos or what have you. But for purposes of Bible study, this is my designated space. And these are my books and the tools that I use. So I have my Bibles in here, my extra books here, my additional tools, and then my board. I also have on the side here this basket, and I'm going to explain to you what I use it for in a minute. So I'm going to get closer and then go through everything individually. Right, you guys, so let's get straight into it. So I'm going to start with this container here. So this is Muji acrylic box. I used to house my makeup in here, and then I have repurposed it now to house my Bibles. So I'm going to show you individually the ones that I have. So this Bible, I've had this Bible since I was about 19. This was a special gift from a friend, and that's the only Bible that I've been using since. Absolutely love this Bible. I've had it for so long. So, I mean, you can see the wear and tear. I've since retired the case because that just fell apart completely. But this is one of the Bibles that I do use. And then recent purchases have been the Everyday Bible by Joyce Meyer. You'll probably see me use this quite a lot. This is such an easy read. Like when you're reading the Old Testament, or even some texts, even in the New Testament, that are just a little too difficult to understand. This explains everything pretty simply. This is the Amplified Bible. I love how Joyce puts in some real life examples about, what she would have gone through just to try and explain the story or the chapter or the text. And it really helps to make it more relatable, so you can even clearly see how you can apply that in your own life. So that's what I love about that one. And then this is a recent purchase as well. I got this one towards the end of last year, the Women's Study Bible. I love this one for it gives you a little bit more detail. So it might break down circumstances, it might break down or add references to other chapters in the Bible where you can kind of see the same message. So it makes it, it kind of gives you more direction and more examples, so better understanding. And then it gives you explanations as well here. Just a little bit more depth into the story. So it might explain whether that could be the history of the story of what's being explained in there, but it just helps a great deal with understanding. And I find that very helpful to read that section first before I actually go into the text. And then it also, because this is specifically for women, so it gives you examples of how you can apply this into your womanly role in real life today, which is so helpful. So those are the three that I have in rotation, and I cross-reference them every time when I'm using them. So if I don't understand something in one, then I can always grab the other one and just kind of get a different meaning, because the same text would be said differently in the three different Bibles. So I quite like that. It also helps me in terms of like trying to memorize the verses as well, it being said in three different ways. And then moving on here, I have my journal. So I pretty much, as I'm reading or if I have something on my mind, I pretty much just grab my journal, write things down. If it's a theme around Thanksgiving, for example, or around prayer or around patience, I can write down what's in my heart, what I'm feeling or what I'm going through, and then I reference that to what the Bible says about that, and that kind of helps me to work out where I'm at with my feelings, and how I should be feeling, and then I can do like a prayer reference point as well following that. So I love that for that purpose. I also continue to refer back to this any other time. I can just say, for example, like after shooting this video, I can go in and just kind of look at what I would have written whenever that was. Say, for example, this one was about worry, so it serves as a reminder for myself. So the Bible verse will be there, the point of reflection will be there, and the reason why I wrote it on that particular day would be there. So that kind of helps me to see growth for myself, whether I'm still worrying about the same things, and then it just serves as a reminder for me not to worry because of A, B, C, D, and just refer back to what I would have written in my journal. So this year I committed to reading through the Bible in a year. So this is a 52-week Bible study for women. So it kind of gives you like chapters and guidance. So for example, like living generously. So you'll have a synopsis, you would have a reading plan that will give you like different Bible chapters that you can go through just around that theme, and then it kind of gives you a point of reflection towards the end. So it will give you a question, and then you can write down what you think or how you feel about it. So I love it for that. I also have additional books that I can just pick up and carry with me. So for example, I can take one of these to work and just kind of browse through, or just read through. This one is by Priscilla Shirer. I love this woman, you guys. You've probably heard me talk about her. So this one is The Revolution for Women. I also have these ones, The Prayer That Changes Everything, The Power of a Praying Woman, and this one by T.D. Jakes, Why? Because You're Anointed. I do have other bigger physical books, but what I'm realizing is I am drawing more towards reading these books on apps. So I am finding that very useful because, one, I have my phone on me all the time, so that means I have these books on me at all times, and that's the same with devotionals as well. So I do have a few devotionals from Joyce Meyer, who is one of my favorites because her writing is very, very easy to understand. So I've given away my physical devotionals, so now I read them on the Bible app. And you have so many resources on there, so many different people, which is easy to follow. So I love that, and that is what I follow. So I have my phone all the time, so that makes it easy. So that is that for these books. And then so I have my record cards. So these ones I use for if I am feeling a particular way, or if I'm struggling with a particular thought, or if anything comes to mind, if I'm feeling thankful, for example, I write it all down on my card. So say, for example, for this one, it says, so this one is Romans 13 verse 14, but clothe yourselves with the Lord Jesus Christ and make no provision or even think about gratifying the flesh in regards to its improper desires. So whenever you feel tempted, so I can give you an example of something quite small that anybody can relate to. If you know, for example, like I'm on a when I look at my fitness journey, so I am trying to drop body fat. So I know I've got no business eating a ton of chocolates or biscuits or anything like that. So if I go to the store, just because I'm craving it, doesn't mean I have to give in to that craving and then buy the biscuits, bring them home, eat them, and then feel guilty afterwards, and then be upset that, I'm not able to reach my goals. So for me, this is a good reminder of not only just the small things, but also the bigger things. Because, let's face it, even if we're talking about biscuits, but that feeling that you have after when you're not reaching your goals, that's going to affect your mood. And it's just going to affect a lot of things. If you're going to be in a grumpy mood, you're not going to be good to be around. And that just, it's just a domino effect for most things, but also for bigger things. I don't know, that could be getting into an argument with someone. You don't have to answer back. So don't give into the temptation to want to clap back or have the final, words to say. So that is just a take for me. So I do love these ones. But for Thanksgiving, for points of prayer requests as well, if I'm asking God for something, I can write it here. And then this is what I use my board for, but I'll come to that in a second. So I have all my pens and highlighters and little sticky notes as well. So I can I can highlight any texts, any messages in the Bible or in my notes as well in my journal. Anything that speaks to me, anything that jumps at me, then I can highlight all in there. So I keep these pretty handy so I can use them whenever I need to. And then I love this. This is the promises to help your soul. So I got this box of blessings as a gift, and I really cherish that. So it has like Bible verses on here. So they will just kind of keep you uplifted on the daily, so you can read, take one with you, or you can even gift them to someone. So this one, for example, it says, commit to the Lord whatever you do and your plans will succeed. Proverbs 16 verse 3. And this goes alongside like the main verse or the main theme for me this year is Matthew 6:33, which I have on my board. So I have that reminder all the time. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. So it just kind of reminds me on the daily, whatever I'm praying for, whatever I'm asking for, whatever I need to change in my life, if I seek God, everything else will just fall into place, because he'll give me the direction. He'll quieten my mind. He'll help me with comfort, with worry thoughts, all those things. So that is just a reminder for me. So moving on to my board then. So this is just a pretty basic board. Pretty basic. So you can do so much with this if you're artistic. I mean, you can show your artistic skills here, but I've just kept it pretty plain. I do quite like the wooden, the rusty natural feel. So then my cards and all the highlighting and whatever will just pop off the board itself. I use these pins to stick my notes on there. So I do have these gold ones, pretty much look like so. I mean, you can find these in any stationery shop. They don't cost very much at all. And then I got these colorful ones because I love color. So I just use them. I put them up on here. There is no order, no specific title or specific theme to it. So any of my prayer requests, I put them up there. Any reminders for myself, like a reminder to be thankful, to be grateful, things that I'm working on, for example, I put it on there. So it's visual. I see it every time I sit down. I can just quickly browse through it, and it kind of reminds me to continue to work on the things that I'm working on. So moving on, this basket, you guys, this is multifunctional. So I use this, I repurpose this around the house for so many things. When I have guests coming around, I can do like a little welcome hamper in there, towels, toiletries and all the likes. But for purposes of my Bible study, I don't restrict myself to just sit in this space for all my Bible study. I can move anywhere around the house. I can be downstairs in the lounge. I can go and sit in the dining room. I can go into other sections of the house. I can even go and study outside in the garden. So this is where this comes in handy. It is quite roomy. So what I do, I just pick up whatever resources that I need, put them in the basket, and I'm good to go. So I could pick up my Bible, my highlighters, my cards, and my journal, for example, put in my water bottle, my iPad, and I am happy. So this makes it really portable. So I can go, I can even drive to the local park, sit in my car, and I can do that. So it just makes it pretty easy, pretty handy. Yeah, so that's it, you guys. I hope you have found it helpful. If this is something that you're looking to do with your own space, if you were looking for ideas as to what to do, maybe this, you might take a tip or two from this video. Let me know in the comments down below, you guys, any book recommendations that you have that you think I might enjoy, that would be helpful. If there is anything that you've seen that you like, and maybe you might want to purchase it for yourself and you just want pointers or maybe a link, just let me know in the comment section down below and I'll be happy to share that with you. I hope you found that useful, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.